Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Geocaching. Earlier this year, I teased about a series of videos I wanted to create, and now is the time to introduce that series to you. I have a goal to launch and recover a high-altitude balloon, or HAB, sometime within the next year. This is a project I've been thinking about doing for years, and now it's time to finally begin. What does a high-altitude balloon have to do with geocaching? Stay tuned, and I'll talk about it later in the video. The best way to learn a subject is to teach it, so as I learn each part of the HAB project, I'm going to create a video to teach that subject to you. In this video, I'd like to give an overview of what a HAB project is. In short, my plan is to launch a weather balloon with a payload really high into the air, around 80,000 feet, and then recover it when it returns to the Earth. There will be at least one camera in the payload to film the trip. That was the short description. Let me explain this project in a little bit more detail. The HAB project has many parts. A high-altitude balloon project wouldn't exist without a balloon. The job of the balloon is to raise a payload up into the air. A payload is basically a box with some items in it. One of the biggest rewards of a HAB project is recovering video footage of the flight. The payload will have at least one camera in it. Besides video, it will be very interesting to record other flight information such as altitude, temperature, air pressure, and location. Once the balloon bursts at a high altitude, a parachute will be used to bring the payload safely back to the Earth. Of course, one must be able to find the payload once it has landed. For that, a GPS tracking system will be used. One also needs a way to predict where the payload is going to land before it is launched. Will it land in a city? In an open field? In an ocean? How far will it travel? For that, software will be used to predict the landing area before launching the HAB. Many people wonder what the rules are for launching a high-altitude balloon. For example, will it interfere with commercial aircraft? We'll talk about the rules of launching a HAB, including the use of a radar reflector to make the payload more visible to aircraft. I'm going to talk about the projected cost of the project as well as how I plan to fund it. Of course, after all that planning, this series is going to need a video showing the launch and recovery of the HAB. I'm sure that's going to be an exciting day. Last but not least, I'll be excited to share with you the video footage from the payload itself. I hope you're excited to follow along in the series. I'm excited to learn about all these parts that I just mentioned. So, what does this have to do with geocaching? This is a geocaching channel after all. Many of these HAB projects will launch with an item secured outside of the payload but within view of the camera. I've seen Lego figures, school emblems, and some other really interesting items. My plan is to launch this geocaching trackable, who I have named Signal the Adventurer. Wouldn't it be cool to see Signal the Frog, the geocaching mascot, up in space? What do you think? Will you follow along on this adventure? If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It would be great if you could check out some of the other videos on this channel too. Once the next video is published, I'll include a link for it at the top of this video and at the end of it as well. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you for watching.